Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We're teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and here with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, welcome back.
Thank you.
So when planning for retirement, you say it's important to consider healthcare costs. It's a really big part of retirement. So let's give our viewers some tips here. You say it's important to prepare for a variety of scenarios.
Right. We don't know what the future is going to look like. I hope it's a long and healthy life, but you don't know. And when we talk about retirement, we're talking about income. You know, people always have a tendency of being like, do I have enough money? But it's really, do you have enough money to generate the income you need to live how you want to live for as long as you're going to live, which hopefully is a long time. And when we're talking income, we end up talking about budgeting, and healthcare is one of the single most expensive. It's one of the biggest things you're going to spend money on for the rest of your life, and it's going to go up a lot. So we have to have a plan for that.
All right. And now, along with the plan, is you say we should be letting our family members know our healthcare wishes.
Yeah, I mean, yes, definitely. And, you know, whether it's estate planning and having a power of attorney, which people usually don't want to do because you're relinquishing control, but I've had the conversations with people where they're at a point where they're not capable of doing that stuff. They didn't set that stuff up, and that's not a great position to be in. You know, so address these things and make decisions and plans about these things where you're still the one deciding what to do. But yeah, make that known to your family members so they're not trying to guess in this tragic situation what it is you want to do.
All right, now this applies to all aspects of retirement planning. We talk about it, but we should be reviewing our expenses regularly, right?
It changes, right? I mean, the reality is that people retire, and most people in the first few years of retirement, they spend more money. Certainly if they're going to move, or they're going to do the trip they've always wanted to do, or they do this, or they do the kitchen, or whatever it's going to, they spend more money, like 3 to 5 years. And then it kind of goes down, and then they hit their 70s, and the IRS forces them to take out money. So you have to be looking at all of those things, but what you want or need is going to change, so your plan's got to factor that in too.
Right. And of course, some of these things we can do on our own, but it can't hurt to, you know, consult with a financial advisor to develop a plan, right? Things
are changing all the time, right? You know, I asked someone, well, do you have a will? Yeah, we got a will when our kids were born, and now they're grandparents. And they're like, but everything's the same. I'm like, doesn't sound like it's the same. And even if things are the same for you, that doesn't mean the laws haven't changed. And you might not know that they have. And you don't want to find out when it's too late, oh, why didn't you do this? Well, because I didn't know. So talk to someone who hopefully knows, and then review that ongoing to make sure that you feel good about where you are. All right. Healthcare costs in retirement, very important topic. You have a special offer for our viewers today. I do. It's a book. It's about healthcare expenses. Don't let healthcare expense derail retirement, because a lot of people don't factor that in. During working years, your employer is probably subsidizing some of that cost. So when you retire, particularly if you're going to retire early, that can be a big surprise. Oh my goodness, it's so much. So go to themoneywisdomtv.com, give you an idea of the numbers that you've heard. Are they accurate? Are they not accurate? But it's a good book. It gets you started on what you should be thinking about, either about to retire or in retirement. All right, sounds like a really great place to start. Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti, thanks so much. You can, of course, go to moneywisdomtv.com to receive that offer. We will see you right back here next week.